When you sleep, America's city doesn't stop. Hospitals, gas stations, empty buildings, there are people working everywhere. But the problem is, they are not alone. As night falls, they start to feel something that cannot be explained. Then the real story begins. At first, they think it's just exhaustion, long night shifts, silence, and being alone. But slowly, things start to change. Some say they hear footsteps in empty corridors, when no one is there. A nurse reports that around midnight, the monitors suddenly start beeping, as if something inside a lifeless body is still moving. And the gas station worker says he sees a figure on the camera, but in the next frame, it's gone. 1. When America sleeps. They stay awake. When America goes silent, when the cities slowly turn off their lights, a different world begins to breathe. Somewhere beyond the comfort of sleep, there are people who are still awake, still working, still surviving the night. Night shift workers in America step into a reality most people will never feel. Empty roads, dead silence, flickering streetlights, and a strange pressure in the air like something is always there, watching, waiting. They don't just work at night, they enter a version of the world that feels slightly broken, slightly unreal, and deeply unsettling. 2. After dark. These jobs feel different. At night, even normal places feel strange. Hospitals, warehouses, gas stations, security posts, all look the same in daylight, but after dark, everything changes. Sounds become louder, shadows feel longer, and time feels slower. Workers say the night doesn't just change the environment, it changes them too. Every small noise feels important, every movement feels suspicious, as if the building itself has started to think. And in that silence, fear doesn't scream, it whispers. 3. America's night shift. Where silence feels terrifying. Silence is not peace here, it's pressure. In the night shift, silence becomes something heavy, something you can feel on your skin. A ticking clock sounds like footsteps. A ventilation noise sounds like breathing. Workers sit alone, staring at screens, but their minds never stay calm. Because silence in empty buildings is never truly empty, it feels like something is just out of sight, waiting for a mistake, waiting for a moment to reveal itself. 4. Midnight shifts where reality feels off. Around midnight, reality starts to feel slightly wrong. Lights flicker for no reason. Elevators stop on empty floors. Doors close slowly, too slowly. Workers describe moments where they question their own senses. Did I hear that? Did something just move? The brain tries to stay logical, but the night doesn't care about logic. It plays tricks, small ones at first, then bigger, until even breathing alone feels uncertain. 5. They enter at night. And feel watched. Every night shift worker knows this feeling, the moment they step inside an empty building, and instantly feel watched. Not by cameras, not by people, but by something unexplainable. Even when everything is locked, secured, and checked, the feeling never leaves. They turn around often, they pause for no reason, because deep inside, something tells them. You are not alone here, even when they are supposed to be. 6. Night workers who hear unexplained sounds. In the quiet of night, sounds become stories. A door clicking open, but no one there. A soft knock from a hallway that should be empty. Footsteps above a floor that is locked. Workers often freeze, listening carefully, trying to convince themselves it's normal. But the sounds don't repeat in patterns, they feel intelligent, like something is testing them, studying their reaction, learning their fear. 7. Silent buildings. But not empty. From outside, the buildings look dead. Dark windows, still walls, no movement. But inside, it never feels empty. Security guards say cameras sometimes catch movement, where no person is logged. Shadows appear for seconds, then disappear before anyone can verify. It creates a disturbing thought: what if empty is just what humans assume, and the building itself is still occupied by something unseen? 8. When the city sleeps, something starts watching. As the city falls asleep, another presence seems to awaken. Streetlights flicker in patterns that feel unnatural. Cameras glitch at the same time every night. Workers feel a strange sensation, like eyes following them through walls. Not one direction, but everywhere at once. It's not a physical threat, it's psychological, a pressure that builds slowly until even strong minds start questioning reality. 9. They work alone. But not really. Many night jobs in America require total isolation, not just physical, but emotional too. One security guard walking through endless hallways, one cashier standing behind a glass counter, one cleaner moving through dark corridors, one technician inside a massive building that feels too large for a single human presence. On paper, they are alone, but in reality, no one truly feels alone once the night fully takes over. Radios sometimes crackle with no clear signal, no warning, just sudden bursts of static that break the silence like something trying to speak from the other side. Tools that were placed carefully moments ago appear slightly shifted, not enough to confirm anything, but enough to disturb the mind. 10. Midnight jobs with stories no one believes. Every night worker carries a story, but most of them never tell it. Not because it isn't real, but because they already know what will happen when they try. People will smile, nod, and explain it away. You were tired, you imagined it, it was just stress. But those who live the night know the difference. They remember silence that felt too perfect, too heavy, like it was listening back. They remember footsteps in empty corridors, lights flickering at the wrong moment, and that strange feeling of presence without seeing anything at all. These memories don't disappear, they stay with them long after the shift ends. Because deep inside, every night worker understands one truth: not everything in the dark can be explained in the daylight.